So I was talking to a friend on how he should subscribe to PewDiePie, and my friend so happened to be a convert from Judaism to Christianity. His whole family was, and he told me how his family died in the Holocaust, and he then told me it wasn't really his family, it was associates of his grandparents. And he also told me that PewDiePie is a person who's an anti-Semite and who said very notorious things about Jewish people, and that's why he's not going to subscribe to him because I told him to subscribe to PewDiePie since I'm a shill for Mr. Beast and the other notoriously known YouTubers. And he told me that he would not, and I told him that PewDiePie, even though he's very edgy, he's not really against Jewish people or have anything against them, even though he paid various people to do very edgy things, like say death to, well, and you know the whole controversy. And I told him he's just a person who likes edgy jokes. And to not take his sense of humor very seriously. And if you're doing that, then you're just looking to be offended and to be a victim and to calm down and just take a breath and just take a look back at the gold mine of controversy people are trying to build from his name and putting his name and throwing his name in the dirt. And that if PewDiePie was really a person who was against Jewish people or against Indian people, that he wouldn't feature people in the past who was Jewish. One that comes to mind is a person like Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro, who of course did like a mean review of PewDiePie and with PewDiePie in the past. So why would a person who's quote unquote anti-Jewish even do a mean review with a person like Ben Shapiro, who is a Jewish person and who is a person who is pro-Israel, like a top up and down Jewish person who's one of the most main staple in vocal voices when it comes to like politics? Why would he do a video with him if he was quote unquote anti-Semite or have biased in very bigoted views towards like Jewish people? Why would he even do that? And also, I also explained to him how in the past, people and also the present, that people are trying to build a name off PewDiePie and trying to like throw him down and put his name in the gutter because they know that they can get some type of clout off him and take out like offhanded references to being funny and his sense of humor. And add the fact that he's Swedish, and Swedish people have always taken a back seat when it came to wars. And World War II, they took no sides in the war. They did not take the Nazi side or the Allied side. And both sides had their biases. And just a few years later, Stalin became the enemies of the rest of the world. So they could have went communist if they took the Ally side, or and if they, of course, took Hitler's side, then their whole country would probably be destroyed, and then probably even turn communist to get some type of support from Russia or become a third world country. So to a Swedish-born person like PewDiePie, the World War II was not really a big thing like that. And to reference to the whole Indian debacle. Now, PewDiePie always had some type of Indian controversy, starting with the two Indian fellas who he paid to write that god-awful, atrocious message. But now it's coming back up with YouTubers talking about how the whole anti-T series thing could be tied to a whole Indian bias that people will have in the West, which is totally outright disgusting. And PewDiePie even raised some money for Indian charities, which is pretty awesome. And people talk about Indian bias. I mean, T series, it mostly favors a lot of fair-skinned people. I don't know if that's like the state of India. You know, India has like 29 states, if I last checked. Maybe like towards the north, they come more fairer than the south. I don't know, but I see some type of bias maybe you can point out when it comes to how they employ and cast darker skinned people, or maybe even the caste system that people are not bringing up. And PewDiePie certainly is not bringing up because he already has many issues. Maybe he does not want to dip or dive in to the whole situation, but somebody has to expose that. But hey, PewDiePie, he raised some money for Indian orphans and an Indian charity. I'm not saying he's Mother Teresa, but he's doing his best. So that's my whole opinions on the whole controversy with PewDiePie and Jewish people and PewDiePie and Indian people. He is not biased towards either, in my personal opinion. But hey, I don't know the guy. Maybe secretly he could be or could not be. I don't know. But so far from the what I viewed upon his channel, he's just a guy who likes jokes, and that's why he referenced ER, a person who I watch who's pretty funny and pretty edgy, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat sometimes, the jokes that he does. But he also is a person who likes jokes, who is even more edgier than PewDiePie, in my personal opinion. But hey, please like, subscribe, and share this video. And this was kind of a little rant that I wanted to talk about and tell you a personal story I had and how it affected me personally. So PewDiePie is not, to my personal opinion, anti-Indian or anti-Jewish. He doesn't have South Asia phobia or any type of Jewophobia that I know of. And he's a great guy, and you should subscribe to him. Subscribe PewDiePie and save him from T-Series. Not T-Series as a representative of India, but a representative of the corporate takeover of YouTube and how we should support independent creators. Even a person like PewDiePie who earns millions per video. So yeah, this is all I have to say. Please subscribe to my channel too. All right, goodbye.